what's up guys, welcome to this video where we're going to be taking a look at the 83 rated Nicolas Pepe. Now before we do, as always, if you enjoy this player review, please hit that like button and the subscribe of course if you are new to the channel, as that will really help me out. And if you have any questions about Pepe, the team that I've used him in, or just FIFA 20, ask away in the comments, as I love getting back to all of you guys with your questions. So we've seen where we've played him, we've seen the team that we use him in. Now we're going to have a look at his attribute details. And as you can see, the guy is really solid. What will attract most people straight away is that pace and dribbling combination. And it is really good. You know, he is so rapid, it is unreal. 90 on the acceleration, coupled with 91 on the sprint speed, is always a lethal combination. Then you throw in the really solid agility. Decent balance, yes, could be a little bit better, but he does have great dribbling. He has very good composure. His ball control is also really neat and tidy. Certain areas that I've upped as well, which do make him feel even better in game. His shooting column is actually really solid too. Really good attack positioning, again an area that I've upped. And I did find that in game that he made some really solid runs. He's got really solid finishing, 82 overall for a winger who's only rated 83. Early on in FIFA, that's a really solid stat that will definitely result in a lot of goals. Shot power and long shots are okay, neat and tidy. Penalties are also very good. Yes, he's not the strongest in the world. I have upped that area a little bit to try and improve that, and he's not going to win an awful lot of headers. But for a player with decent passing, very solid dribbling, shooting and pace, he is definitely a really solid prospect early on in FIFA. So now that we've seen those attribute details guys, let's jump into some in-game footage and hear what I thought about him. So my thoughts on the 83 rated Nicolas Pepe were that he was really solid. I actually was really impressed by this guy. He's a little bit expensive, he cost me around 36k, so he's not cheap, especially considering he's not the highest rated player in the world with incredible, amazing stats that you just can't find anywhere else. But for a really desirable player in a great league, that's definitely going to be one of those players that you're aiming for early on, I think he's a really good pick, especially for that sort of right wing, right forward position where he's going to be one of the best options early on. People obviously won't be able to afford some of the more higher rated players too easily, at least anyway. So this guy is definitely going to be featured in a lot of people's teams early on in FIFA. And let me tell you, he's a great option, and that is the reason why he will be so popular, because he's got incredible pace, he's very solid with his dribbling, and his shooting at 81 overall is exceptional. Really good. Again, it's a shame that his weak foot isn't maybe a little bit better, but I do love the fact that his preferred foot is his left. So playing on the right side, he can drift in, cut inside onto that left foot, and it opens up more of the goal to shoot with. And then his shooting and his attack positioning is really solid, so he will finish an awful lot of chances. It is something that I always like with wingers, especially ones that can score a lot of goals, is for them to be playing on the other side to their preferred foot. Definitely helps with the fact that his weak foot is only 3 stars. He does have 4-star skill moves, which is good, and then when you couple that with the incredible pace and the amazing dribbling, you have a really lethal player that can cover the pitch extremely well, so fast, will leave people for dead, and that is just with his pace alone. Then you throw in the fact that he's got such great agility, really good ball control, dribbling and composure, and he's got the skill moves as well. He will have no trouble beating opponents, getting himself into good situations and creating scoring opportunities, which is exactly what you want from him. And the shooting wise, as I said before, is brilliant. It's so good. He will definitely get himself into good areas. He'll follow up on chances created by others, which is always good for a few tap-ins along the way too. But just overall, the finesse to his shooting game, especially early on in FIFA when people maybe are using slightly cheaper goalkeepers and defenders, means that this guy will really stand out. I thought he was brilliant in that regard. His passing and his assist making is okay, it's usable, it's good enough for what you need, but I wouldn't really rely on it too heavily. You know, his crossing isn't anything to brag about, it's usable enough, but nothing really stand out. And his vision and short passing is again usable for a good few 1-2s, but I wouldn't be trying anything too audacious with him. He is definitely a player that's going to carry the ball more so than use it with his range of passing. When he has the ball at his feet, he is electric and he does create things, he makes things happen, which is why he's a fun player to use. I would definitely recommend him. I do think he's a little bit expensive for the overall rating that he has, but early on in FIFA, as I said before, this guy is going to be one of the best right wingers that you can have in the game. Really affordable, really attainable, and one that I would definitely recommend. So overall, I've given him an 8.7 out of 10. I think he's a really solid player for this stage of FIFA, and one that you should definitely go out and try and buy. So if you did enjoy the video, guys, please hit that like button. If you have any questions about Pepe, leave them in the comments below, and peace.